Hi guys, welcome back. It's Tommy with another Starcraft Remastered Broodwar cast, as once again we have a very interesting engagement from the South Korean ladder 2024. We have spawning here at the 12 o'clock position. It is LILI, but this is I guess a AK from another pro player here. And his opponent who is spawning here in the low left in the brown, it is Flash with his AK. So we are on a 3 spawning location map, quite interesting. Short game once again here onto this channel, as you can see. Let's just have a look what exactly is going to happen, as very soon we are going to be of course checking out their build orders just like we do in the previous replays. So once again a replay with Flash, this time on a sandy terrain here. So very interesting looking map, as we have the Protoss already building the pylon very next to his base, and at the same time he's also moving out with his probe. So very early scout here for the Protoss. Let's just have a look what exactly his intentions are. And Flash also moving out very normally with his supply depot next to his command center and to his mineral line. So pretty standard stuff here for Flash, as I'm pretty sure that he's going to continue with his barracks, and the Protoss just keeps on patrolling the map. We also have some small siege tanks here hidden underneath the sand. I believe some siege tanks were here as well into this location, and even some vultures are there underneath of the sand. So yeah, let's just see, the scouting continues here for the Protoss. He has a gateway, there's the barracks here for Flash, as he's also continuing with a very early guess by him. So no intentions for the Terran to go for the fast expansion. Same can be said here for the Protoss, also no intentions to go for a fast expansion, just straight gateway and gas. And now finally Flash is moving out with his SCV around the 1 minute and 50 second mark, as they will meet here and nicely blocking themselves. So interesting move here by both players. A nice glitch there, as the probe did deal some damage towards the SCV, and in comes the scout. He's going to see, of course, the timing here from the barracks. He's very likely going to try to inflict some damage towards the SCV, but the second SCV is moving out, and the first marine is also getting produced here by Flash. So yeah, very good scout by the Protoss. Flash, sadly for him, scouting into the wrong direction. Let's check the main once again here for the Protoss. There's the cybernetics core, so we have the pretty standard normal build order here for both players. I believe the first factory is also going to start here for Flash. So yeah, pretty standard stuff. One zealot is out here for the Protoss, as he's moving slowly but steadily forward here towards the base from Flash. And this zealot might actually inflict some damage towards the base, as given the fact that Flash only has one marine here out. So in comes the push. Even the probe is going to support this, and Flash of course noticed this. He needs a vulture very quick to out micro this. He even started another marine here, and some SCVs actually have to be pulled. So a very aggressive move out early on here by the Protoss, but the Zealot is already taking some damage. His shields are dropping slowly but steadily, as the factory is going to finish for Flash. There we have the scouting. Flash sees everything into the main from the Protoss, and yeah, let's see, the first vulture should be produced here by Flash. As the game continues, realizing this, the Protoss will of course retreat a little bit, and yeah, very good defense here by Flash. Of course, he is looking like he's going to secure his expansion point here, and he's going to add a bunker. Vulture is out here as well. No expansion actually for the Protoss. So interesting game, interesting early harassment here by the Protoss, as he's adding a second zealot. But of course the vultures early on very strong versus the zealot, as they can out-migrate. The bunker will finish on time, but the Protoss could of course just bypass this. However, the zealots have taken some damage. In comes the Dragoon. Nice blocking attempt here by Flash, but Flash is going to be in some trouble, as those 3 units from the Protoss are going to move forward towards the main. The nice micro here by the Marines. 2 zealots have been snapped, and with that I believe Flash is of course going to hold, as also the Dragoon is really low. The range is going to finish very soon, so of course the Protoss is going to buy as much time as he can with his Dragoon, but in the end of course he's going to get snapped. So the Protoss, sadly for him, losing many workers. The expansion has started here for Flash. The same can be said here for the Protoss, as he is also adding an expansion here. So a good aggressive move out by the Protoss, but in the end Flash nicely holding, and with that we have 23 workers for Flash and 22 for the Protoss. So slowly but steadily we are into a more defensive gameplay, but hold on, actually Flash deciding actually to move here out. He needs to not forget about his vulture, and even taking this SEV with him, but actually he's just going to secure the ramp right here, so no intentions for him to go for a timing push yet, even though it would have been really deadly. He can of course change his mind in case there's more vultures coming with him, and even some SCVs can be pulled, but he decides to play it more defensively as he's moving out onto the map. So interesting stuff by him. Some probes are getting transferred there. We have 2 dragoons out, 3 dragoons, so both of them also playing very positionally now, pretty much securing the areas here, pretty much securing the entrance towards the expansion. So nothing out of the ordinary. This could change, however, for the Protoss as he's going into his first shuttle. We also have an observatory here for him, so very soon he might try a shuttle gameplay with some reavers. This can be of course very deadly. In the meantime, the Flash is actually moving out with 5 Marines, 2 tanks and 1 vulture. Reinforcements are also on their way, and we even have an SCV who is pushing here forward. Just in case the Protoss has some DTs, the SCV will of course place some turrets onto the ground and have vision against the invisible units. So let's see, we have 5 dragoons here for the Protoss, no siege ability yet, so Flash needs to be careful as range has of course been finished. The first tank is getting nicely attacked, but Flash somehow nicely microing it. But yeah, the Protoss sadly here for him, losing already 2 dragoons, so very good move by Flash. Even the mines could deal some damage towards the Protoss units, and Flash just keeps on pushing here forward. The SCV is also in the front, the dragoon takes some damage, and all the first probes will actually be sniped here by Flash. So looking like a very strong push here by Flash, a very good timing push by him, as probe after probe is getting killed here. So sadly here for the Protoss, he has no cannons. I believe Flash could just target the probes, and a very early aggressive move out here by Flash, showing us actually the strength of the early Terran units versus the Protoss units here. Yeah, the Protoss tries to nicely kite those dragoons back and forward, but some mines have been placed here straight outside. We do, however, a observer into the air as more and more damage is actually being taken here by the Protoss, as he has dropped 228 workers, so 6 more workers here for Flash. As sadly here for him, he's even mismicroing some workers here, so he needs to be careful. More probes have fallen, still 28 workers here for the Protoss. But Flash is present here as the reinforcements are also pouring here forward for him, and now we have siege tank ability, and with that this can be very deadly. We do have also a Reaver getting produced here for the Protoss, so we might have a chance into counter-attacking. Let's see where exactly he's going to decide to drop as the pylons are falling here for the Protoss. So the Protoss pretty much under siege. There we have the shuttle, but it would be of course suicide to drop the Reaver there and Flash immediately unsieging. And with that, the mine is actually working against him. Lots and lots of splash damage, and the Reaver is also going to be able to deal some good damage. So the Protoss could now just go straight towards the expansion or towards the main here from Flash. Flash is actually deciding to pull back. All of a sudden things have changed. This Reaver boat can of course just go straight forward here, and yeah, the LILI just keeps on pushing here forward with his shuttle. Let's see where exactly is he going to attack. No turrets here for Flash to defend. Finally there we have the drop, a good micro here by LILI, as the tanks also taking quite some damage, but the Reaver as well is taking some damage. And let's see if it's still alive. Yes indeed, it's still alive as the dragoons are moving forward, but now siege tanks in the back being able to deal massive amounts of splash damage. Even the mines are getting some good connections, so LILI a little bit impatient here. What exactly is being left here? Just a couple of units for the Protoss. Still the Protoss could have a great chance just to fly here over, but we do have some turrets immediately getting produced by Flash. Still, I believe he would have a chance to somehow fly here by, as we do have some jobs here available. And let's see what's going to happen. More units will very likely be brought here forward by the Protoss. At the same time, is also expanding here into this location. So let's see, Terran all of a sudden into a very defensive gameplay. What has started with a great offense now all of a sudden has turned into a defensive gameplay here by Flash, as he has now 41 workers versus the already 40 here for LILI. So LILI nicely coming back into this game, as some vultures try of course to bypass the defenses of the Protoss. And let's see if he's going to be lucky with his vultures. Is he going to inflict some damage? Still no defenses here for the Protoss, interesting enough. His expansion is pretty much exposed. The vultures could just pretty much come here forward and just snipe worker after worker, and that's exactly what Flash is doing. So sadly here for the Protoss, a little bit of a clumsy gameplay once again. His probes are being exposed, but they fought the vultures nicely back. And yeah, let's just see how the game is going to continue. I believe Flash is going to try to pretty much just do those run-bys, as the Protoss is also moving out now with his units. Yeah, vultures very fast. one Dragoon here in the back to give protection towards the probes, but he's going straight towards the middle at the same time. We do actually see an important move out here with the Dragoon, sorry, with the Reaver and with the shuttle. A nice gameplay. The tank has been sniped, the Reaver now pretty much taking so much damage, as Flash was pretty much ready for that with some units here. Reaver now, sadly for the Protoss, has been taken out, and with that, interesting enough, the Protoss actually deciding here to GG out. I believe he was a little bit impatient. He had the other expansions here, but I believe it would have been just way too many mines here, and I believe this could have been the reason why he GG'd out. Flash having 2 vultures here, very fast moving, and of course all of those probes would have been sniped. So Flash with a lucky move out here, with a lucky harassment with the vultures, securing him the win and also sniping the Reaver there. Nice stuff by him, being ready against the Reaver attack. So let's just check the stats very quickly. A very fast and interesting game here. Very aggressive game once again here by Flash. LILI played also really well, but he didn't have so many defenses at home versus the vultures, and his economy has also suffered early on around the first push here from Flash. So yeah, a very interesting game. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Tommy signing out.